Welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, classic slash non-classic. This episode number 848 and Doubleshot number 742. Two Marvel trades. First up, it is Inhuman Volume 2 Access, written by Charles Shaw, artwork by a couple different people. Yeah, the artwork is by Philippe Larardis and Ryan Stegman. This collects issues 7 through 11 of the series. Ryan Stegman does issue 7 through 11. The first couple issues done by Philippe Larardis. Yeah, there's a couple different few different stories going on here. One, of course, is that this is cover issue 7. Yep. Me. The way Shaw writes Inhumans is that where in this series they have no idea what Black Bolt's been up to since Infinity at this point in time. The readers know what he's been up to. Yeah, read the pages of A New Avengers with him and the incursion stuff. Yep. And of course, this new character, Frank McGee, and Shaw loves this character so much, though, that even after he stopped writing the Inhumans, he had him appear as a reoccurring character in the pages of Daredevil. Yeah, he had him pop up. First time he appeared was in the Dark Art story arc, and then, of course, he brought him back recently as part of the second to last arc of his run. Yeah. New character. And he's this big bulky guy with heated eyes. And he has a partner who, it's implied he's attracted to her, but it's never explicitly revealed. Yeah. They're tasked in finding Black Bolt. They find him by finding Maximus, because they figure, though, the smart way to find Black Bolt is to look for Maximus. They find him, and they find him in a hotel room. Apparently, Black Bolt's sort of sedated and being controlled by Maximus, and Maximus controls him to kill Frank McGee's partner. And, of course, the issue, well, of course, he tells Medusa what happened, and now he of course is added as part of the new Atlantic security force because he's a retired police officer. Makes sense. Yeah, when he became Inhuman, he basically retired from the police force and became more part of New Atlantic, which is not a bad idea, especially as he mentioned he has 26 years of police detective experience. So he refers himself as Detective McGee. After his partner dies, he forms her daughters, which apparently he kind of knew about them. And her daughters knew that he was working with her, and he sort of becomes the guardian. And these two cute little girls do not reappear again until the Quiet Room story arc in the Candy Humans. Yep, as stuff with Access, well, because of Medusa's inversion, she dresses all in black. Yep, because it's stereotypical for Marvel whenever you have a female character turning bad, they dress all in black. Yeah, and she does this really weird thing with her hair. Yeah, even after the version is reversed, her hair is still kind of like this, but then she sort of gets out of it by going out with some guy that she happened to meet at a bar, and her hair comes loosely undone to pretty much return back normal. Yeah, I'm not sure why in the world her hair is so long here. Never explain why. Of course, also she gets a chance to fight Spider-Man. Though when he shows up in the Inhuman special, not the annual, the special, where she does kind of remember him, but I think the writer forgot the fact that Spider-Man has known Medusa for years. He first met her back in the 70s. When she's wearing a green outfit. She's occasionally interacted with Spider-Man over the years, and apparently some writers nowadays have completely forgot about that little plot point. Yep, I know about it because I read all the issues of Amazing Spider-Man. But yeah, they also set up the Atlasis Corporation. Yeah, that's a subplot that continues even in Candy Humans, where they're basically involved with Inhumans for some reason. And the character Idea, I think her name is, they sort of experiment on her, but the character Reader, who is a Charles Shaw creation, he gets her away, and this woman later becomes the leader of the Inhumans after the events of Inhumans vs. X-Men. So this is actually really good. 9.5 out of 10. I kind of wish I got the first volume to get the full grasp of the story. Yeah, the thing about this particular series, it's a 15-part story, and these are just 4 parts of it, and also just happen to include the Axis tie-in. So now with this trade, I have not officially reviewed. This is stuff I relate to Axis. I have reviewed this series, the main event, the main series, the Magneto tie-in, and Uncanny X-Men. Gotta include that. I think that's it. That's all I've reviewed related to Access. Yep. Next up is a series called Marvel Boy. Yep. Those of you familiar with this character, only with the pages of the awful run of Young Avengers, this book is his first appearance. Norval is his name. Yeah, he is by far the third person to get the name Marvel Boy. Yeah, the character Justin Asterix. Yeah, he actually was also known as Marvel Boy, along with another Marvel Boy from 1950. So there have been several people. This character also became Captain Marvel for a brief period of time. His last known identity before he went back to this outfit, where he was known as Protector. This book is his first appearance, also the first appearance of this character. Those of you only familiar with her from the pages of Original Sin, this comic is her debut appearance. She first shows up in issue 3. And those of you curious though, what in the world does she look like without her mask on? Yeah, they actually show her how her mask. This is also the first appearance of the character, the Cosmic Man. Yeah, he's actually her father. He's also the head of the Midas Foundation. Yeah, why is he evil? Because here's the thing, he is filthy rich and he's bored. Yeah, I am not kidding about this. The guy is bored, so he just does whatever the heck he wants because he's bored. Yeah, here's Electromachus. I think it's pronounced her name. Yeah, this is her first appearance at the end of, I think this is issue 3. Yeah, the end of issue 3. And she sort of semi-dates him for the rest of the series. And those of you curious though, who in the world writes this series? Why, it's Grant Morrison. Yep, this was probably his first book he ever wrote. And this is what she looks like without her mask on. I gotta say, she's a lovely woman. I mean, yeah, she's got a slight scar on her face, but she doesn't have multiple scars. And after this series, here's the thing about her after the events of the series, after the series wrapped up, she disappeared. She was never seen again until Original Sin. Yeah, she disappeared for 13 years. As for Marvel himself, he would return the pages of Thunderbolts after this series because he went to the Cube because of stuff he did in this series. The artwork in here is done by J.G. Jones. Yeah, a really good artist. He's noteworthy for being the artist for Final Crisis. This is well before he did Final Crisis, like good 9 years before that. Excuse me. Yeah. As for Marvel Boy himself, he actually comes from a different dimension. This is just basically his first solo book, just introduce him. But then, like, nobody did anything with him for, like, 6 years. Yeah, for, like, 5 to 6 years, there was nothing done with this character until he popped up in the pages of Thunderbolts when he took over the Cube. That was one of the many fictional presence Marvel's had over the years. You have the Raft, the Cube, the Vault, the Big House. Cube was one of them. Yeah, and he did this just prior to, I mean, when this series, the final issue came out with this one, he just basically around the same time he was starting up his new X-Men run. A run that lasted for 3 years. Yep. It's not a bad little mini-series. And those of you curious, though, about Grant Morrison's first Marvel work, yep, it's this one right here. But this is the only book he ever did for Marvel. He did this, New X-Men, and that was it. Because if you look at his career, he spent the majority of his career at DC Comics. He did some indie stuff. But this is one of 2 series he did for Marvel. I'm going to give this book roughly a 9 out of 10. It's not that bad of a series, but it's a good series nonetheless. But the thing is, unless, of course, you read Original Sin, you probably would have no idea of who this character is right here. Or this character. People somehow might have some idea who he is, but her, like, prior to Original Sin, I don't think anybody had ever seen this character before. They're like, when the heck did she first show up? This series. Yep. Yeah, and he also has a code name of Ensign Marvel. Yeah, that's one of it. It's a code name he had in this series, aside from Marvel Boy. So, that's it for this particular review. Stay tuned for my next review, which I'm going to cover 1 DC trade and 1 Marvel trade. Okay? You'll find them there on our next review, okay? But do see you there. Bye.